In a world where precision meets power, where control meets chaos, and where speed meets style, one car has risen from the ashes of rally legends to dominate lobbies like a Super Saiyan at full power. This is the Subaru Impreza, but not just any Impreza. This is the drift spec monster that's tuned to defy the laws of 1.49 physics in GT7 and redefine the meaning of sideways. But today this Impreza has transformed much like Goku on the brink of a battle. With an engine that's been turbocharged and boosted to the limit, it now channels its inner Saiyan and ready to unleash any energy wave of a pure adrenaline. Yeah, drifting in first person in this is super quick. It feels quick. I mean, it is quick. It's no joke, mate. It's no joke. Forward drive, absolutely insane when it comes to drifting. But yeah, you really do feel all wheels working at absolute full potential. But yeah, but this thing is sick though. Very quick on turns. Very responsive. This thing is just, yeah, it's such a beautiful drift car as well. Visualization in terms of customization wise, I love it. I do love it. And I mean, there's not much you can do to it in a sense, but I mean, there is nothing else you can do more. I mean, it just looks impeccable. But yeah, but this thing can go drifting all day, every day. It also feels like to me with the Lambo, like it just was a bit too heavy in terms of steering to certain extents, but this feels a lot more less heavy in terms of steering, I will say. But yeah, but this thing is just absolutely impeccable. I'm gonna go third person for this. I definitely feel like I drift way better in third person than first, but yeah. Oh my god, it is so beautiful. It's just the whistling of that turbo as well, it's just so nice. Yeah, that was a sick drift, mate. In Animal Kingdom, there are few creatures more feared than the tiger. With its sheer power, agility and razor-sharp instincts, it's the apex predator of the jungle. A force of nature that commands respect, but taming a tiger? Well, that's a challenge for only those dare to take on. This is the Subaru Impreza, the automotive equivalent to a tiger, a machine born with rally in its DNA, bred to conquer the roughest terrains and emerge victorious. But turning this rally-bred beast into a drift spec predator was no easy feat. For example, if you're going to splash your credits on a Japanese tiger, it's 650 credits. However, you're probably thinking that's a lot for a rally Subaru, but actually it's not. As standard, you get the fully customizable suspension, LSD comes with it as well, and you can bring this thing to 788 brake horsepower. And now that type of power for a four-wheel drive car is a lot, and it is super quick. So here is the whole setup right here, of course, and this is what I've created. Obviously, I'll briefly go through what I've gone through anyway and reasons as to why. Body height adjustments all the way to the ground. The reason why being, it just functioned way better as a drift car for some reason. I expected it to at least function better at the 9th level, at least if we were trying to keep it somewhat lowered. But for some reason with this car, it actually prefers it to be a lowered stance, so there's that as well. It's camber, obviously I've changed quite a bit. I've gone with 3 at the front and obviously 3.5 at the rear. As well as obviously when it comes to the rear end of this car in terms of the whole setup, in terms of customized, suspension wise, it comes to fully lowered pretty much, and to near enough lowered as possible as well, because obviously making sure that we get the car to kick out a lot more. LSD wise, I've just gone for all 60s full out. That's what I normally do, pretty much every single LSD that I have when it comes to drift cars, so there's that. Transmission, I've gone with a 360. Now this to me was probably the better transmission to go for in terms of the levels and stuff like that, and there you go, there's that. Even if I was to go to replays, go to drift and then click on content, to be fair, quite a few people have drifted this car compared to others. Well, okay, I was expecting a bit more on the page, but to be fair, it is definitely one of those ones where it's still a little bit underrated. Still people trying to figure out the new physics setups and stuff like that as well, but yeah, some people are still drifting them, to be honest with you, and interesting enough, fair play. So yeah, And if we go to the Gallardo, of course, as well, and we just have a little brief at this as well. Yeah, not many people have drifted the Gallardo. However, though, of course, I am up there now. So obviously, if you want to go and like this type of content as well on the actual drift community, well, the GT7 community drift setup or whatever, yeah, go and check it out. Basically, I've done a whole gameplay of the Lamborghini in drift trial, and so you can see what it's actually like to function and stuff like that in actual just raw footage gameplay. So there's that as well. So that's the drift trial on TC. So yeah, so go and check that video, well, that video out, and obviously like that as well. So yeah, it's weird because I'm doing like a weird interception of a video, but you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, all right, we've gone with the racing hard tires as a choice on the fronts, keeping the sports hard at the rear. Reason as to why, just because if I put racing tires now at the back, it pretty much makes the car way too grippy. So yeah, before obviously in the older update you can kind of do that and get away with it, but when I do agree now with a lot of other comments that yeah, it definitely felt more arcadey, a lot more easy as well to make drift builds, and that's a lot more, I'd say, tough to an extent. But yeah, this thing is holding up quite well, to be fair. I'm a little bit scared on the angles though. I'm definitely not that confident because it's just so quick and it's so snappy when it comes to it as well. As you can see already, the behaviour is changing on this car quite massively. Yeah, that's right. I thought, why not do a drift troll, but in pretty much the heaviest rain possible, or somewhat heavy rain anyway, I don't know. But what I can say is, yeah, the little 360 at the start, but why not be a bit cheeky, but let's get focused onto this. So yeah, honestly, it's a very good car, man. Even drifting in this type of terrain, in this type of weather, in this type of condition, it's still a great car. Honestly, I will say though, it's very, very quick, so you have to kind of be easy on the throttle as well as the gears. So you have to kind of be a little bit hesitant to an extent, but you know what, because otherwise the car will just slide. Bearing in mind, I am on sports hard tyres at the front and obviously at the rear as well with this. But yeah, obviously I broke 4,000 as a score, but obviously it continued on throughout the time, obviously at 6,000 points now. Yeah, it's super insane, and obviously now just about to reach and obviously break 10,000 drift points. There we go. And honestly, yeah, this car is actually so sick. Like, it drifts so well in the rain. I was quite surprisingly quite shocked at this. I mean, this is the first time I'm actually drifting in the rain, in the new physics, in the new update, of course, as well, at 1.49. But yeah, no, honestly, on the real, this thing is absolutely impressive, and it is a whole different beast. And yeah, I like it a lot, and honestly, it's definitely one up there as my favorite cars on this update. And I think it might be the #1 car as my favorite car on this update, to be honest with you. I think I've said it there and there. But yeah, I've tried to drift as best as I can. Bearing in mind, obviously, I am in the rain, and obviously it's kind of difficult to drift, but I thought, hey, why not try something different for a change in terms of the weather and stuff. And yeah, scored myself a beautiful 32,000. So there you have it, the Subaru Impreza. It's got the heart of a rally of a legend, the precision of a tiger on the hunt, but when it comes to drifting, it's like Ryu from Street Fighter, always ready to unleash a perfect Hadouken of horsepower. Every slide, every drift, this car delivers a knockout performance with effortless style. If you want a car that fights like a champion and drifts like a dream, you need the Impreza, and trust me, you'll never look back on the decision you made. But overall, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you have enjoyed, please give the video a big fat thumbs up as well. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video today. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and if you want to see some more drift setups in the future, which I am going to be making in the future, of course, as well, with this new update as well. And other than that, I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care, and yeah, peace.